just finished the interval cycle, 3.5 hours on the bike. He twisted on a curb and broke his ankle.
They get 5 big booms. Boom!
I don't know.
Boom!
I don't know what's happening. Goodbye.
Boom.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I've got a bit of a hoarse throat. No bad reason, but I went out at the weekend and the place I went for dinner was really loud, so I was shouting. It sounds like, oh, she was out on Saturday night drinking. No, babe, wrong gal. I was out having sushi and where I was really loud. Anyway, good morning. Please excuse the hair. I use heatless curlers all the time. It's absolutely changed my life and I'm just not taking it out until the minute I go out my house. But I thought I'd take you through a week of training because as you may or may not have seen, I'm doing my first ever full distance Ironman in August, and you are coming with me every step of the way because I'm not doing this on my own, babe. I don't think you quite understand. I'm just not doing it on my own. If this isn't your type of content, just watch it with me, babe. Hold my hand. Watch it with me because I'm absolutely petrified. But this week, last week was a bit of a deload week in terms of training load. Every few weeks you sort of take a little dip and then the intensity rises again. And when the intensity rises again, it rises again hard. So last week my longest run was 11k. Let me just break down to you what my training consists of this week. Okay, so bear in mind this week I've also when I say it out loud, I actually just think sometimes, like, but this, I actually just think, like, oh my god, I've bitten off way more than I can chew. But this is what my week looks like. 9.7k interval run. The fact that nearly 10k is an interval run blows my mind. Easy 6.9k, call it 7k, right? That's basically 7. Long run, 18k. Long swim this week is 2.2k in distance, and then I have an interval swim. My long cycle this week is 3 hours, and then I have a 1.5 interval cycle. Oh, I also, to throw in there, I also do 1 high rock session and 1 weight session a week. The weight session is needed because my body needs to be strong enough to deal with this load. Luckily, and I put this, the fact that I'm not injured, a lot down to this. I'm going to take these out because I'm feeling a bit gross. I obviously am from a more weightlifting based background, and that means my body is pretty tough. In terms of, I've got quite a lot of muscle mass, my legs are pretty strong. This is really not curly. That's a really bad example. I literally put these in this morning when I woke up because my hair went frizz mode. Anyway, so, but I have to do 1 of those weight sessions a week, and then I do a high rock session because it's fun. Hello! BRB. Sorry gals, Mumsy came to chat, and I also put a jumper on because I'm bloody freezing cold. Anyway, so yeah, I need to do weight sessions because I need to be strong and capable, and then also I'm doing a high rock session a week because I really enjoy them. They for me are like my, like, I don't have to do them every single week, but they're for me like my fun training sessions. I normally go with quite a few friends from like my local area, and we just normally do a session, and it's fun, and we get to catch up and I get to see my friends, and yeah, so that normally happens on a Monday night. I'm not sure if it's happening tonight because my friends are away, so not sure if that's happening, but if that's the case then I've got 1 less training session this week. But I wanted to show you, I have recently purchased some supplements. One, they're all from Pure Sport actually, because I'm trying to be on it with my supplement game. And there's a few Ironman training accounts I follow. Well, creators that are Ironman. One of them is called Chloe Gibson, and she recommended these 2. Now trust me, like, this girl does. She does Ironmans and half Ironmans, like their 10k races. like, obviously they're not, but she's insane. She's an absolute machine. So when she recommends me something, I'm like, okay, I'm listening. These are the Ultra Electrolyte Raspberry Salt flavour. I got 2 packs because me and Alex are going to use them. Citrus salt and raspberry. I don't particularly enjoy citrusy flavoured stuff, so when he makes one of these, I'm going to try it rather than wasting a whole sachet on myself, because I just don't know if I'm going to like it. But yeah, I have these raspberry electrolytes, and then I'm taking these, which are organic cordyceps. This is really getting into the nitty of it now. Like, I'm not saying that anyone who is just running or just getting into stuff needs to take these, but like, this is where this like recommendations get hard, because it's like, you don't need these if you're like every day, but I'm training for an Ironman, you know. I did a lot of research into cordyceps and their benefits in your CO2 system, so like your respiratory system. How do I explain this without it being too wordy? There's a lot of research into cordyceps about enhancing your aerobic performance. Okay, long and short of it. So I'm gonna see how these go. Taking 2 every morning. I'm gonna see how they go, and I will let you know if I see a difference, although it's hard to tell where the difference is coming from because I am also training like an absolute machine. And then my second one that I've got, that I've just ordered from Pure Sport, are these Unwind Magnesium like sleep tablets. Obviously not going to take one now, but I've seen such a difference in my sleep. Like, I am sleeping so much better since taking these. My sleep routine, I can't lie to you, is a little bit extensive these days, but I'm seeing a huge difference. I take these, I sleep in an eye mask, I give myself a magnesium foot rub before bed. I try and read at least 2 or 3 pages before bed. Sometimes it's hard, like when you're so tired and you're not doing this, but I try and do something that switches my brain off from being too loud. And yeah, I'm basically waffling a whole lot about supplements. I'm still on the hunt for protein, sup, sorry, I thought of my grandma driving past. For a protein supplement and some like pre-workout, and I'll try some different electrolytes. But yeah, I'm just sort of tipping my toe back into the world of supplements. For ages I took a load and I was really on my supplement game, and then I took a break because I didn't know what was causing my like cystic adult acne, and I was like, right, let's just slowly wean myself off of supplements and go back into it when I can track what I'm starting again new. So like, I'm introducing things really slowly to make sure that if there is something that is breaking me out, I know what it is. Without further waffle, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna make my cup of tea, I might make my breakfast. I'm not sure when Alex is due home. He's at the gym PTing at the moment. I feel like he might be due home at about 11, so I might just wait for him to have some breakfast. My current go-to breakfast is avocado on toast with a few slices of bacon, which might sound excessive, but since I have found out I'm gluten intolerant, I can't tell you how hard I find breakfast. I find them so incredibly hard because I just, like, everything's off the table when you're gluten intolerant for breakfast. Cereal, off the table. The only thing that I can have, like, that I used to have in my diet is porridge. And I'm sorry, I've kind of got the porridge ick at the moment. So that's not ideal. But yeah, like, you can't have cereal, you can't have pastries, you can't have like just bread on top, like with something on it. And the bread you do have is really fucking questionable. Sorry, I swore, but the gluten-free bread in this country is really, really questionable. And I say in this country because in Australia, gluten-free bread is really great. Like, it tastes unreal. And so I know it's basically this country. I would try to bring myself some loads of that bread back from Australia with me, but my suitcase was full. Anywho, I need to get on with my day. This is the setup. Tea and biscuits, lol. That my Stanley. I'm trying to drink 2 of these a day. Laptop, notepad, candle. This new candle, by the way, is from Neon and it smells absolutely insane. It's in, I'm going to say flavour. It's in the scent It's All Rosy. Guys, I am hooked. Neon is one of my favourite luxuries in life. Like, for my birthday, I've asked for a neon candle. They are expensive, they are, but I have never smelt candles like it. Like, they are so good, so good. The candles, like, they're expensive, yes, but they are the best smelling. They make your whole space smell good. And like, I buy some candles, like I bought this one from B&M. I've burnt it pretty much, but did it make a difference in how my room smelled? No, it didn't. But that neon candle and that neon diffuser honestly have changed my life. Okay, I'm gonna get on with my life, and I will check back in with you once I decide what order I'm doing my weekend. That is a breakfast of champions. 3 gluten-free bread, avocado, bacon, and then shove this all over it. Frank's hot sauce. I love it so much. Look, I've got a daddy version and a baby version. Honestly, so good. So girls, today on the cards is an hour cycle. I got my interval session wrong when I said it to you earlier. We are doing an hour cycle today, and then we've got an interval swim. We have just got to the gym. I'm fully loaded with my breakfast. Oh my god, it's honestly insane. I really look forward to it every single morning. I'm feeling slightly bunged up, so I'm really looking forward to this weekend training. But we push on. The stationary bike isn't amazing in the gym, but it's better than the road bike at the moment because our road bikes are not very great.
It's just cold.
And it's freezing. Like, you might think when you're out for a walk or a run that it's not too bad. When you're cycling and your hands are just here on the bike, oh my god, it's the most freezing cold thing in the whole entire world, and it's just not worth it. Not fun. And we can go a lot further when we go on the stationary bike. Like, you just get on and you do your distance, and then it's easy on and off. Let's go. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang. We are machines. Bang, 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 bang.
What do they get, Luce? What does this week of training get? They get 5 big booms. Boom.
I don't know.
Boom.
I don't know what's happening. Goodbye. Boom. Just finished the interval cycle. Took an hour. And basically it's like a 3-minute heavy. Sat down in the seat. 2 minutes heavy. Stood up in the seat. And then 3 minutes just pedaling, cooling down, and then we go hard again and repeat that for about, it was about 50 minutes, because we did a 10-minute warm up. Oh my god. Now we're gonna swim. I'm gonna have a banana first though, and some electronics. I'm snacking on my banana in the change room. This is the reality. I'm just about to get changed to go swimming. Just sat here eating a banana interchange. It's not glam. Post swim, I'm home. That was technically a brick session today, and do you know what? It was just hard. It's just long. Anyway, home. It's about 4:20. I'm eating my lunch. I know that's a very late lunch, but it's just the way that it worked today, with Alex's clients and then with getting training in. So then we have come home, having lunch, and my lunch is literally the exact same thing I have for breakfast because I haven't done a food shop. I need to do a food shop tonight. I've got nothing. I've got nothing to eat apart from the existing avocado and bacon that I had for breakfast and some bread, gluten-free bread. So I'm having the exact same thing. I've also got some chicken nuggets in the air fryer, some Leon gluten-free chicken nuggets. They're actually really nice. I'm now going to do work until probably about 7:30 tonight. That's one of the benefits of being self-employed, is that my work hours, I can move them around my training. So I'm going to do a nice 3-hour work block. Did a work block this morning while Alex was out. before we went to the gym to train, and now got another work block here. Refuel, cup of tea. Got my whole Stanley cup to drink. Again, like I said, I need to drink 2 of these. I've drank one of the whole Pure Sport bottles that I had with me, but that was like, I was drinking it as I was training. I need to drink 2 of these as well as that. But guys, I can't tell you how happy I am. It's light. Look at the light happening right now. It's 4:20, and it's still like, I think I've got another half hour, 45 minutes of daylight. Oh God, I can't tell you how much it is changing my mental health, having a little bit more light. I just feel like I've got more time. I feel like I've got more day to do stuff, because normally at like 4:20, when it's like deep in winter, you look outside, you think it's dark, day's done. But no, you've got time still. You've still got time. So yeah, the other thing I'm finding at the moment is work blocks work better for me than when I just tell myself I'm going to sit at this desk 9 till 5. I feel it saps the creativity out of my brain. I work so much better in more like segmented blocks. I feel like a lot of people that work in creative find that you need to break the day up, because I'm just sat there, I'm like, can't edit. Anyway, cheers for a copper. I'm gonna sit and eat this, light my candle, and get on with the work block. Good afternoon, everybody. I am 40 miles in, 59. My body ride. This is the longest bike ride of my week, and we've been on here nearly 3 hours. So I've got 8.5 miles left. I reckon max will take me half an hour, 3.5 hours on the bike. Half of the session I did close with work, and then I've just been watching the rest from which is the part of Ironman training I don't think you see, is this like trying to balance it, like catch up with you in about 9 miles, about 9 miles time. Gals, checking in with you post 49 miles cycle. We are now on our way up to Cardiff to see some of our friends. I've washed my hair and oh my god, it feels sensational. It feels sensational. I didn't bother washing my hair after the swim and cycle yesterday because I just thought, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is the point? Because we are going to be doing another 49 miles cycle tomorrow, so wash my hair. Stop it! So I washed my hair today afterwards and it feels, oh my goodness, so great. We're on our way up to some friends in Cardiff, like I just said, and we have bought some snacks. I've got some fried chicken wrap. I know I'm gluten intolerant, don't shout at me, but I seem to be able to process wraps. Like, if there's no other gluten-free option, I can stomach a wrap and it doesn't set me off. I've got some chicken satay skewer bites, get the protein in there. We've also got some blueberries, one of my favourite new things to snack on. I love snacking on some bloobs. Also, popcorn. I really love this popcorn. Don't get me wrong, I like the normal sweet and salty mixture, but this crunchy toffee butter kiss, whatever it is, oh my god, it slaps. 2 nanas, and we've got ourselves a little cold coffee. We're gonna just recuperate. Do you know what? I don't feel too awful. Al, how do you feel? Don't feel that bad? I don't feel that exhausted. I thought I would feel how I feel after like a really long run, but I don't, which is really great because we have to do double that and then run a marathon. So like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you feel like you've got more in the tank, babe. But we have also got 27 weeks to train, so.
You know, I was just thinking, I can't believe we let ourselves do 49 miles and not one extra to make it up to 50.
I know.
And now the sad thing about that is what would have been a mile is now 50 miles if we were to go back and do it.
Yeah, but you know what? We've got a lot of them to do, so I'm going to sit and snack because, guys, I'm ravenous. I really can't. Oh, God, I'm so hungry. Girls. We are 2 tired people. You know when you're so tired your eyes water? That's me. We've had a bit of an eventful
24 hours, yeah.
not like dramatic, but
Well, we've been in the car for a lot of it.
Basically, we went to see our friends in Cardiff. I'm pretty sure I told you that.
Yeah.
So today is full-fledged rest day, which is great. The plan was that we were going to go to one of these outside saunas on the beach in Wales. But basically, timings got mixed up and we didn't make the first booking of 10 o'clock, which means me and Alex couldn't go.
Yeah, because now it is... Well, we had to drive from there to where we are. It's now 3:30 for you to get trained
into London to go to a meta event tonight, which is super fun, but it just meant timings wise and with the traffic build up, we couldn't get in the sauna by the sea. So, but we had lovely dinner last night with our friends. We caught up with some friends that obviously live in Cardiff, so not very close to us. And we had a great time. We went to a little bar. It was really cute. Had a cocktail and then some Diet Cokes. Now someone's watching me film and I love it. But yeah, I'm about to head into London now to go to a meta event. And then tomorrow we're back training, double training day again. Woo! 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 So that's super fun. But yeah, very tired people. Lots of driving today, and I've been editing my YouTube vlog that will have gone live before this on my iPad on the way, and it's just been long day. Plus a 3.5 hour cycle yesterday. You're gonna feel a bit tired, aren't you? But I've got to go now, otherwise I could miss a train, which I don't want to do because we've just driven all this way for it. So I'm going to check in with you tomorrow. I might check in with you today at night at the meta event, but I can't lie to you, I get so embarrassed and so awkward filming in public, so I might just not do that. Or I'll pop a little montage in here and then I will chat to you tomorrow before our double training day of a run and a swim. I'm pretty sure it is tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
Woo! Been 3 days since I last checked in. I can't lie, we've had a bit of an eventful 3 days. Let me fill you in on what's happened. So Friday, me and Alex set out to do our 18-kilometre run, our long run of the week, and he twisted on the curb and broke his ankle, which resulted in a very stressful evening, because that evening I had to head up to London for some work in the evening, and then from there we were driving to Tunbridge Wells for my uncle's wedding that weekend. So we then had to take Alex to A&E. I had to drive to London, which is quite a far drive from where I live. And then we drove from London after the run club in the evening to Tunbridge Wells, and then I had my uncle's wedding on Saturday. So, and then we drove home Sunday after the wedding. And here I am back on my bike, basically. We're now starting a new week of training. But I did hit all of my sessions last week. My 18k run, however, was just 9k, because I ran 6k in the evening at a run club and 3.5k before Alex broke his ankle. So I was slightly behind on runs last week, but these things cannot be helped. Like, you cannot control these variables. I completely ran out of time to then get the rest of that 9k in to make up for my long run. So, but these things, although are really important, aren't completely detrimental. And I still got a lot of training in last week, 80-kilometre cycle, some big swims, and we're back again on the bike, doing some interval sessions this morning. Another hour interval session similar to how we did last week that I talked you through, I'm pretty sure. Interval sessions on the bike are very similar to the interval sessions on the road when you're running. You build up the intensity and you bring the intensity back down. And then I do one long distance cycle every week. That switch will change once I've trained and done London Marathon.
I will move to 3 cycles a week, 2 runs. But at the moment, I need to build myself back up to marathon distance. London Marathon is closer than the Ironman, so yeah, hoping to rack up some distance this week. I think I've got a 90k cycle tomorrow. Big week, always, it's just going to be big weeks from now on in terms of training. I will give a nice update when I get home on how I'm managing things, because I also need to do a food shop tonight, which I'll take you with me for, because guys, the level of food you need to eat in this training is unreal. Guys, I've just come to the corner, I've just finished my swim session, and I've got nothing but this towel. This teeny, tiny hair towel is the only thing I've got. I'm going for coffee with my grandma for my birthday in literally 10 minutes. I'm going straight back from here. And this is the back.
Okay. Hello. I obviously survived the swim, and I obviously dried myself with the tiny ass towel I had. Also very aware I never showed my food shop. If I'm totally honest, it's because I didn't do one. I didn't do a food shop. My week, the past 2 weeks, I felt like I'm drowning. Positive and negative, like, work's really, really busy, which is really amazing. Like, yeah, work is really amazing. It's super busy. I'm so grateful. Booked and busy. But in this industry, some turnarounds are really tight and unpredictable. So then trying to predict your week and like slot your training in around it is quite difficult. And then you throw in there your partner, who is also self-employed, breaking their ankle. Alex is a personal trainer, online coach, and in-person personal trainer. The in-person part of his job this week has been quite difficult because it's meant that I've had to drive him to the gym. He can still do majority of his clients' coaching and training in person because so much of it is, he's a boxing coach, and most of his clients at the moment are in like a technique phase of which he can then sit down and like assess. But it's meant that I've had to drive him to the gym, which is 15-20 minute drive away from me, away from where we live. It's just been a lot to try and manage, and then squeeze in long training sessions, as well as the fact it was my birthday on Wednesday. I thought I would have finished this vlog before then, so that's why I didn't vlog my birthday, but I'll pop a little synopsis of what I did for my birthday here, because I actually went away with my amazing with the amazing people over at Coopah. I work very closely with Coopah, which is a running training app. It's what I use to train for Malaga Marathon, it's what I'm using to train for London Marathon, and it's what I'm using for the running segment of my Ironman training block. Alex is my coach, and he does everything else for me: my strength and conditioning, my swimming, my cycling, my resting and my stretching and all that stuff. But Coopah is what I'm using for my running training plan. They are amazing. You can get a 2-week free trial. Pop the little code here with my code LUCYXFIT. Honestly, if you want to get into running, if anything that I ever post has inspired you or makes you think I'd love to see what my body is capable of doing, I would really recommend trying Coopah. It's one of the best training apps I've ever used, and do you know what I love most about it is that it pushes for like overall training and overall like improvement without pushing too incredibly bad that you get stress fractures or injuries, and it's not majorly focused about pace. And also Coopah do some incredible work behind the scenes with lots of different groups of people. I've never known a brand do so, a startup, they're quite new, do so much community work and not make it their whole marketing, because a lot of people, some brands, a lot of things I see do community work, and they put it as the forefront of their marketing to be like, look at us, we're great, now buy from us. Whereas Coopah do a lot of community work and it's not pushed as like their main focus. Their why is to get the nation moving, and that movement is medicine. I'm a firm believer that running and moving is a great tool. I don't want to call it free therapy, because I definitely believe that paid therapy has a place and it's really, really important if you are in a place where you need it. But for me, running is medicine for my mind, where I can cognitively and proactively think through my thoughts without feeling overwhelmed. And no matter the mood I'm in, I will always feel better after a run, and that's how movement is my medicine. Like, I will always feel better. If I'm in the depths of feeling like shit, I will feel a little bit less shit after a run. And if I'm feeling great, I'll feel incredible. So yeah, anyway, if you want to start running, if you want to just try it out, no obligations for money or anything, you can try it out for 2 weeks, see if it's your vibe, see if you like it. Literally no harm, you lose nothing. If you sign up for 2 weeks, you get a little free trial, like I said, with my code. It will give you a running program, I'll pop it on the screen like so. And yeah, with that, you literally just try it out for 2 weeks. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you like it, you sign up. I'm pretty sure it's one of the cheaper running apps out there. I think it's under £20 a month, £15 a month. I'm not sure. I should find that out for you. If not, do you know what I'll do? I'll message right now and I'll put it on screen how much it is a month once you've used the free code. I personally believe, and the reason I love working with Coopah is I think it's an accessible amount of money. I think it's an accessible amount of money without it being too extreme, and obviously finances are very subjective and it matters and it's super cross-board. But yeah, I thought out of all the running apps I found, it was the most accessible. So yeah, I mean, that was very salesy. I don't work paid with Coopah. In fact, I do earn commission off of people that use my code, but I put it all back into my Girls That Lift business, of which again is another little startup. I don't earn any money from Girls That Lift at all, but I have a project that I'm working on to break the cycle of negative self-talk in the sporting industry and in fitness and in young girls. So I'm putting all of my money that I'm earning from commission in Coopah, and I'm putting it into the Girls That Lift projects that I do as a nice way to try and get some funding for some projects I'm working on. So if you do use the code, thank you so much. I earn £10 through it, but I don't earn £10 through it because it goes straight back into Girls That Lift. And yeah, I really, really appreciate if you do use my code. And please, if you do, let me know how it works for you and if you enjoy the app, because I would love to feedback to the guys at Coopah how people are finding it. I'm just coming in, I basically just logged on to round up the video because I've struggled this week, and I know if you look on social sometimes, these sorts of training blocks can be really glamorized. I struggled this week, and I can only imagine that if you had a full-time job, it would be incredibly difficult, or if you had a family or children or whatever. Very lucky to be in the position I'm in, but I really did struggle. I've just struggled with balancing it all, trying to start up those projects I'm talking to you about, training for an Ironman, doing my basic job, which is creating content for you guys, which takes longer than I think people believe, as well as my family drama and dynamics with Alex at the moment. I've just really struggled. I felt a little bit like, oh my god, can I come up for air? And it was my birthday on Wednesday. I'm just trying really hard, I'm out of order, to balance it. And yeah, I found it pretty difficult. But I know it can appear on social media that this sort of training is really fun, and it is. It's incredibly fun. I've never felt more focused in my life in terms of like training and goal. Like, I know I've got to go on a tempo run later. I don't want to do that. there's no part of me that wants to do that. And if I was in any other training block, I'd be like, do you know what, I'll give it a miss and I'll put it back to tomorrow. But my problem is I can't put it back to tomorrow because I have a 2,500 meter. I have a 2,500 meter swim to do. So there's no such thing as pushing it back. But yeah, if you've struggled in any way this week, no matter how big or small that struggle may feel, it's valid, and I want you to just take 5 minutes for yourself to give yourself a little round of applause, a little pat on the back, because shit hard. Shit can be real hard. And I'm just going to sit and edit this YouTube video back now, Friday afternoon, about 4 o'clock. I need to go for a run, and then I'm meeting my friends tonight for dinner. I also need to not be lulled into a false sense of security that this sun is going to last, because then evenings have gotten slightly longer, which means I'm in this false sense of security that this light is going to last until like 7 o'clock, which doesn't happen because we are still in February. So I've probably got about an hour and a half, 2 hours left of safely running on my own as a female in the dark light. Don't know if that made any sense. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will love you and leave you, and I will catch you next week. But next week isn't going to be a training vlog. It's going to be a sit-down video. I'm just deciding 100% what it is. I'm thinking either going to be like a clothing gym wear haul, or a sit-down chatty, answering some questions, giving some tips and advice. Sit down. But yeah, let me know which one you prefer, what sort of thing you prefer, what else you want to see on the channel, what other parts of Ironman training you want to see. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. You have no idea what it means. I'm really trying hard with YouTube at the moment. So yeah.